So let me start by saying I am not a dog person, or at least I wasn't. I'm a cat person, through and through. Cats are independent, clean, dignified. They don't need you every second of the day. They're basically tiny, furry roommates who occasionally grace you with their presence. Dogs? Too needy, too messy, too much. That was my philosophy for 32 years of my life. And then I met Bella. It was a rainy Tuesday afternoon, and I was having the worst day. My boss yelled at me for a mistake that wasn't even mine. My ex texted me accidentally, yeah, right. And to top it all off, I stepped in a puddle that went straight into my brand new suede boots. I was walking home, mascara running down my face, partly from rain, partly from tears of frustration, when I heard it. A whimper. Now, normally, I would have kept walking. I had ice cream at home calling my name, but something made me stop. Behind a dumpster, in a soggy cardboard box that was falling apart, was this golden cocker spaniel, soaking wet, shivering, and looking at me with these absolutely ridiculous puppy dog eyes. But here's the kicker. She wasn't alone. Snuggled against her were 4 tiny puppies, barely bigger than hamsters, all making these little squeaky noises. "Oh no," I said out loud. "Oh no, no, no. Don't look at me like that." She looked at me harder. "I can't. I have a 1-bedroom apartment. I work 50 hours a week. I can barely keep my succulent alive." She tilted her head. The puppies squeaked. "This is emotional manipulation," I protested to no one in particular. And that's how I ended up carrying a box of 5 wet dogs into my apartment building, while my neighbor, Mrs. Chen, shook her head and muttered something in Mandarin that I'm pretty sure meant, "This girl has lost her mind." She wasn't wrong.
The first night was absolute chaos. I had no idea what I was doing. I Googled how to take care of puppies while wrapped in a towel, because, yes, I gave them all baths and ended up wetter than they were. Bella looked at me with this expression that clearly said, "You really have no clue, do you?" "Listen, lady," I told her while drying off puppy number 3, "I'm doing my best here. Cut me some slack." I swear she rolled her eyes. I set up a cozy corner in my bedroom with every blanket I owned. Bella immediately rearranged them to her liking, which apparently meant creating a nest that looked like a laundry explosion. Then she looked at me expectantly. "What? What now?" She nudged her food bowl. "Oh, right, food. You guys eat food." I ran to the 24-hour convenience store in my pajamas, yes, the ones with cartoon avocados on them, don't judge me, and bought everything that looked remotely dog-related. The cashier raised an eyebrow. "Rough night." "You have no idea." By week 2, I had learned several important life lessons. Lesson number 1, puppies poop. A lot, like an unreasonable amount for creatures that small. Lesson number 2, you cannot work from home with 4 puppies. They will chew your laptop charger, knock over your coffee, and hold video call meetings with your boss while you're in the bathroom. Lesson number 3, a mother dog will judge every parenting decision you make. Bella watched me like a helicopter mom critiquing a new babysitter. But here's the thing, somewhere between the sleepless nights, the destroyed shoes, RIP to my favorite heels, and the time I found a puppy sleeping in my purse, I fell in love. Like head over heels, ridiculously, stupidly in love. I named them Hope, Faith, Grace, and Joy, because my best friend Sarah said, "Girl, you're gonna need all 4 of those to survive this." She wasn't wrong, but also, they gave me all 4 of those things. Hope had this adorable habit of sleeping belly up with her paws in the air, like she was surrendering to nap time. Faith was the troublemaker. She discovered that if she barked at the Roomba, I would come running. She barked at the Roomba a lot. Grace was the gentle one, always checking on her siblings, making sure everyone was okay. She reminded me of my little sister. And Joy?
Oh, Joy was pure chaos energy. That puppy treated life like it was an Olympic sport. Everything was exciting. Everything. A leaf? Amazing. Her own tail? Fascinating. My foot? Best thing ever. Watching them grow was like being part of the world's cutest reality show. But the real star was Bella. This dog, this absolute queen, taught me things I never expected to learn. She taught me patience when I had to wake up every 2 hours to help feed the puppies. She taught me unconditional love when she'd rest her head on my lap after a long day, asking for nothing but a gentle scratch behind the ears. She taught me strength when the vet delivered bad news. Cancer. Advanced. Not much time left. I ugly cried in that parking lot for 20 minutes. But Bella, she just looked at me with those warm eyes and licked my tears away, as if to say, "Hey, I'm still here. Let's make it count." So, that's what we did. We made every day count. I took her to the beach. She was terrified of waves, which was hilarious and adorable. We had spa days where I brushed her fur while she judged my terrible singing. I let her eat whipped cream straight from the can. Don't tell the vet. And every single night, she'd curl up with her babies, counting them with her nose, making sure everyone was safe and loved. The puppies were getting bigger, stronger, more independent, but Bella, she was getting weaker. There was this one morning, I'll never forget it, when I woke up and found her struggling to stand. Her legs were shaking, but her babies were hungry, and this stubborn, beautiful dog was trying to feed them one more time. "Bella, sweetie, no," I whispered, tears already falling. "I've got them. You rest." But she looked at me with such determination. "Not yet. I'm not done being their mom yet." So I helped her. I supported her while she nursed them one last time. I watched her clean each puppy, kissing their little heads, memorizing them. And then I saw it, the moment she realized they were going to be okay, that I would take care of them, that her job was done. The relief in her eyes broke me and healed me at the same time. That night, Bella fell asleep surrounded by her babies and never woke up. But here's what I want you to know. She didn't leave in pain. She didn't leave scared. She left peacefully, knowing her babies were safe, loved, and in good hands. She left like a warrior who had won her final battle.
That was 4 years ago. Hope, Faith, Grace, and Joy are now grown-up dogs who have completely taken over my life, and I wouldn't have it any other way. Hope still sleeps like she's surrendering to gravity. Faith still barks at the Roomba. I've given up trying to stop her. Grace became a therapy dog and visits hospitals to comfort people who need it. And Joy? Joy is a certified chaos gremlin who thinks 6 a.m. is the perfect time for zoomies. My apartment? It's a disaster zone. There's dog hair on everything. Everything. I've given up on wearing black. My dating life? Let's just say when a guy comes over and sees 4 dogs rush the door, it's an instant personality test. Current boyfriend passed with flying colors. He brought them treats on the first date. My career? I quit that soul-sucking job and became a dog trainer. Turns out surviving Bella's crew qualified me for anything. I still have that first photo, the one I took on that rainy night. 5 wet dogs in a box, all looking at me like I was their only hope. It hangs in my living room, and every time I look at it, I remember what Bella taught me. Sometimes the best things in life are the ones you never planned for. Sometimes the greatest love stories don't involve romance. They involve a stubborn dog who refuses to give up, 4 puppies who turned your life upside down, and the courage to say yes even when it makes no sense. I wasn't a dog person, but Bella changed that. She changed everything. And now I'm a professional dog mom with fur on my clothes, paw prints on my heart, and a life that's messier, louder, and more beautiful than I ever imagined. So here's to the unexpected. Here's to the chaos. Here's to saying yes to the thing that scares you. Because sometimes the thing you think you don't want is exactly the thing you need. Thank you, Bella, for choosing me,
for trusting me, for showing me that love isn't always neat and tidy. Sometimes it's messy, complicated, and absolutely perfect. Your babies are thriving, your legacy lives on, and me? I'm the crazy dog lady I swore I'd never become, and I've never been happier.